In 20 minutes, Andy Crane will be here with birthday greetings and programme news in Children's BBC. Before that, Henry Kelly puts the questions to those going for gold.
You to play your game. People are coming, everyone's trying to be the best that they can when they're going for gold.
Now let's welcome your host, Henry Kelly.
Thank you. Hello, thank you very much indeed. Welcome to Going for Gold, the start of a brand new quiz program. Now, throughout this series, contestants from all over Europe will be competing for the prize as European Quiz Champion. And what a prize and what a champion that's going to be, because over the next 23 weeks, we're going to have contestants from 14 different countries. Now, you've seen today's contestants. Any one of them could be that champion, and they could win this prize.
The series winner will fly to Seoul in Korea and spend 2 weeks discovering this fascinating country, enjoying the delights, sights and atmosphere of Southeast Asia's unique culture. An experience to remember, and you'll be there as athletes from all over the world strive to win gold. Accommodation, all meals and tickets to final events and the fabulous closing ceremony are included. A great prize for the series winner of Going for Gold.
Yes. It certainly is a great prize. Okay, players? Now, at the start of every show, we play an elimination round. There are 7 of you. I need only 4 to go through to the first round proper. The rules are easy. I'll ask a question. As soon as you think you know, buzz in. Here we go, hands on the buzzers. Who am I? I am an author, mathematician and photographer born in England in 1832. I produced 2 of the most famous books in English literature. One of them was written to amuse a little girl named Alice Liddell. Scotland.
Lewis Carroll.
Lewis Carroll is correct. Scotland, you're in the first round. Well done. Right, we have our first person through to the next round. Hands on the buzzers again. I'm looking for 3 more. What am I? I am a large member of the cat family, known for my strength and beauty. I am found only in Asia. England.
The tiger.
The tiger is correct, England. You're in the first round. 2 already through, 2 more to go. Hands on the buzzers. What is my name? I am a beverage popular throughout the world, made from cereal, grains, hops, water and yeast. Netherlands.
Beer.
Beer is correct, Netherlands. You're in the first round. 1 more to go. Who am I? I was born in England in 1907 and made many stage appearances as a child. Joining the Old Vic in 1937, I played many Shakespearean roles, among them Austria.
Lord Olivier.
Lord Olivier is correct. You're in the first round. Well done indeed. Well, we have our first 4 contestants. We're sorry to lose Denmark, Sweden and Northern Ireland, but we will see you again tomorrow, because on Going for Gold, all our contestants keep coming back each day until finally we have just 4 in the heat final at the end of the week. But now we have the first 4 in the first round. They come from Scotland, England, Netherlands and Austria, and they're going for gold. Right, and there they are, our first 4 contestants through to the first round proper and going for gold. Let's get to know them a little bit better. First of all, Hans Mans from Austria. You're a retired diplomat, I know, Hans. Where did you actually serve your country?
Well, in Trieste, Düsseldorf, Canberra, Bucharest and Copenhagen.
What a good record. Canberra, that's of course Australia. That's
Yes.
a long way from home for you.
Yes,
What was it like there, Hans?
Very, very, very nice.
Did you learn to speak Australian when you were
A
there?
little bit.
Can you do any?
Oh, we've got a bunch of time now.
All right, Hans, and I know that you actually were present at the 1956 Olympic Games.
Yes, at Melbourne.
What do you remember best about it?
Well, it will warm the cockles on your green Irish heart when I tell you that I saw Ron Delaney win the 1500 meter race.
Well done, Hans. Well, I hope that you have very good success and enjoy yourself today in the program.
Thank you so much.
Hans. Well, our successful contestant from the Netherlands is Jacob Meyer. Jacob, do you wear clogs by any chance, Jacob? No?
Not nowadays, but I used to when I was young. Yes.
Did you?
I was living on a farm, and it's quite common in Holland to wear clogs when you're living on a farm.
Why is that?
It's quite safe, actually. If you're handling cattle and that cattle is planning to stand on your feet, you're lucky to wear clogs. Really.
All right, well, Jakob, the very best luck to you in today's program. Hope you do
Thank
very
you very
well.
much.
All right. The first Englishman to answer a question correctly was Ian McChesney. Have I pronounced it correctly, Ian?
Yes, that's right.
It's originally an Irish name, isn't it?
It is, yes. Yes,
Ian,
originally.
I know that you are a biologist by training and by teaching.
Yeah.
Any hobbies outside that?
Well, I play squash.
Do
Not very well at the moment. I've been dropping down over recent months, so I've taken up a bit of weight training.
A bit of weight training, just in the
just a
spare
bit.
time.
In the spare time, yes.
All right, well, I hope the grey cells are well trained for today, Ian.
Yeah, me too.
Hope you do very well in the course of the programme, Ian.
It's like,
And last, indeed, the first man to get here, Richard Leslie from Scotland. Richard is a university student, specialising in what, Richard?
Well, this year I'm doing international relations and German.
International relations and German. What do you want to be?
I'm not too sure at this moment.
Well, international relations and foreign languages. Any
Yes.
other foreign languages?
Yes, I've been learning Russian last year, but I'm going to swap that for Spanish this year, so I hope to be working abroad.
Good man. It sounds as if you have a diplomatic career coming up. Maybe get a couple of tips from Hans. Anyway, I hope you do very well in today's programme. Richard Leslie. All right, well, let's get a step closer to finding today's champion. In this round, contestants, the questions will be worth 1, 2 or 3 points. They're in categories. The value of them will depend on what you pick after a 1-point general knowledge question. Hands on the buzzers. General knowledge for 1 point. In 1966, Frank Sinatra doobie-dooed his way to... Ian.
my way?
Is not the correct answer. To the top of the charts with a hit song called what? Jakob.
Strangers in the Night.
Strangers in the Night is the correct answer. Right. Jakob, you're off the mark with 1 point. The category is places. Select.
2 points.
A 2-point question. On which sea has Turkey its southern coastline? Jakob.
The Black Sea.
It is not the Black Sea. Hans.
The Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean Sea is correct. Well done, Hans, for 2 points. Hans, the category is science. Select.
2.
A 2-point question. Would double your score. A polygon with 3 sides is called a what?
Triangle.
Hans. It's called a triangle.
Triangle.
Very well answered indeed. Hans, that puts you on to 4 points. Hans, the category is food. Select.
2.
2 for a win. If you like your pasta cooked on the firm side, you... Hans.
Al dente.
Al dente is absolutely right before I'd even asked the question. And you're in the next round, Hans. Very well done indeed. Right, candidates, you've seen already how quickly Hans has got through to the next round with 6 points. Jakob is the only other one with a point. Richard and Ian yet to score. Hands on the buzzers. There is a general knowledge question for 1 point, which is the 6th month of the year. Richard.
July.
Is incorrect. Jakob.
June.
June is correct. Jakob, the category is wars. Select.
2 points, please.
2 points. What was the colourful nickname of the German ace flyer Manfred von... Richard.
The Red Baron.
The Red Baron is correct, Richard. Richard, the category is politics. Select.
2 points, please.
2-point question. When Richard Nixon finally resigned, he sent his letter of resignation to the then Secretary... Richard.
No, it's gone out of my head.
Come out of your head. To the then Secretary of State. Who was that? Ian.
Kissinger.
Kissinger is correct, Ian. Ian, the category is Hollywood films. All 3 of you are on 2 points. Select.
3 points, please.
A 3-point question. Name the classic film in which Lauren Bacall showed Bogart how to whistle. Richard.
The Maltese Falcon.
The Maltese Falcon is wrong, Richard. Jakob.
Casablanca.
Casablanca is wrong. It was To Have and Have Not. General knowledge for 1 point. Which book is the all-time bestseller in the English-speaking world? Richard.
Bible.
The Bible is correct, Richard. Puts you on 3 points, Richard. The category is health matters. Select.
1, please.
A 1-point question. For the intended prevention of which very common bodily disorder is fluoridation of water? Ian.
Tooth decay.
Tooth decay is absolutely correct. Ian, that puts you on 3. The category is poetry. Select.
2 points,
A
please.
2-point question. What country originated the 17-syllable poems called haiku? Richard.
Japan.
Japan did indeed, Richard. Richard, the category is music. You're 5 points to Ian's 3 and Jakob's 2. Select, Richard.
1 point,
Just
please.
the 1 point for a win. Grand, upright and square are 3 types. Ian.
Pianos.
Piano is the correct answer. Right, Ian, that brings you up to 4. The category is religion. Select.
Got to be a 2, please.
It's got to be a 2 for a win for either you or Richard. By what familiar name do we know the Asian religion founded by Prince Siddhartha? Ian.
Islam.
It's not Islam. Richard.
Shinto.
It's not Shinto. The answer I was looking for was Buddhism. General knowledge for 1 point. Richard, this would give you a win. According to Alexander Pope's familiar line, who rush in where angels... Richard.
Fools.
Fools they do, and you're in the next round, Richard. Well done. Well done. Right, Ian, that leaves yourself and Jakob, yourself and Ian to fight it out. Ian, you have 4 points. Jakob, you have 2. General knowledge for 1. What name is given to twins born joined together? Jakob.
Siamese.
Siamese is correct. You're on 3 points. Right, Jakob, the category is sport. Select.
3 points.
3 points for a win for either of you. Key question. In what sport will you see participants performing jerks, snatches, presses? Ian.
Weightlifting.
Weightlifting. You got one on your own subject. You're in the next round. Well done, Ian. Jakob, we're very sorry to lose you, but we'll of course see you tomorrow. Right now, it's time to get a step even closer to finding today's champion. As I'm going for gold, we now play 4 in a row. And here we go with 4 in a row. Now, in this round, it's a solo round. It's just you against the clock. I need 2 winners for our final head-to-head. Hans, you were the first person to get into this round. Let me show you the categories that are available to you. Greek mythology, European countries, creepy crawlies, and art. Hans, which category would you like?
European countries.
You'd like European countries. Hans, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round, and I'll tell you how 4 in a row works. You know, Hans, I had somehow an idea you'd pick European countries. You've served in so many of them.
Yes, quite a lot of them.
Quite a lot of them. How many years service in the diplomatic service, Hans?
37.
37. And you have a family. Have any of them
Yes.
followed you into the service?
Yes, my son does.
Good. You must be very proud of him.
Oh, I'm...
All right. Well done, Hans. Now, you've got here so far. Let me explain to you how 4 in a row works. Your aim, obviously, is to score 4 in a row. You'll score 1 point for each correct answer, but if you get a wrong answer, you'll go back down to 0. We will put 40 seconds on the clock for you, and you will have all that 40 seconds to answer correctly 4 in a row. Don't worry if you don't get them all, because we will credit you with your highest score. Hans, are you ready?
Yes.
On European countries, your time starts now. In which country is the ancient sanctuary of Olympia?
Greece.
It is. Which country, starting with C, shares a border with Hungary?
Czechoslovakia.
It does. What is the tiny principality of Monaco's chief industry?
Tourism.
Tourism is correct. Of which country is Mount Ararat now the highest point?
Russia.
No, it's Turkey.
Oh, Turkey.
95% of which European country's population are Magyars?
Hungary.
Correct. In which large Italian city did the illegal organization known as the Camorra have its origins?
Napoli.
It did. On which European peninsula is Yugoslavia located?
Balkans.
It is. Which nation claims ownership of the island of Mallorca?
Spain.
Oh, you were just too late, Hans. Hard luck, you got it right, but out of time. You didn't score 4 in a row, but you did score 3.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, Richard, select your category.
Greek mythology, please.
Greek mythology. Right, Richard, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round? Are you a Greek scholar? Apart from, I know you're a linguist. You're a Greek scholar?
Not really.
Bit of general knowledge perhaps comes
Yes.
into play here. All right, Richard, you know the rules. We'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you now. You'll have the full 40 seconds to answer 4 in a row correctly. Your time starts now. What was the name of the king whose touch turned everything to gold?
Midas.
It was. The centaurs were half man and half what?
Horse.
They were. The abduction of which character caused the Trojan War?
Helen of Troy.
It did. What was the Greek name for the Roman god Bacchus?
Dionysius.
It's correct. You scored 4 in a row, Richard. Very well done. Well done. Ian, you have 2 left. Creepy crawlies are art. Select.
I think it's got to be creepy crawlies.
It's got to be creepy crawlies. Ian, come on here and join me for your solo round. You know the rules by now. Do you like creepy crawlies, Ian?
Some.
Some. Have you travelled much when you see them in foreign parts?
One or two places in Europe, yeah. Greece was particularly bad for cicadas and various other insects.
Right, well, let's hope the questions don't cause you any problems at all, Ian. We'll put 40 seconds on the clock for you. Your time starts now. Name the insect which carries maladies such as encephalitis, malaria, and yellow fever.
Mosquito.
It does. What kind of insect is a red admiral?
A butterfly.
It is. Toad, plant, and bed are all types of what insect?
Bug.
Is correct. The mantid is a creature better known by another name. What is it?
Praying mantis.
A praying mantis is correct, Ian, and you've scored 4 in a row. Very well done. Oh. Well, a fast and furious round. If we look at the scores, we'll see Hans, you only managed to score 3, but we will see you tomorrow. And Richard and Ian, both absolutely perfect, both 4 in a row. So will you come across here and join me, please, guys, and we'll both go for gold. Well, right, now we're down to our final round, our head-to-head, and you need 9 points to win the game, and here's how it works. I'm going to ask a question which gets progressively easier. You may buzz in only when it's your turn. Now, Richard, you got into this round first, so the first decision is yours. If you decide to start, you'll be able to buzz in when the clock is in the 4 zone. When it gets down to the 3 zone, it's going to be Ian's turn. And then it will come back to you. So that 4, 3, 2, 1 is really a clock. It starts counting down when I start reading the question. Each time the clock moves into a new zone, control passes to the other player. And remember, you may answer only when you have control. If you're right, you score the number of points that are showing. Now, to help you make up your decision, I will tell you that the subject is mythology, and there for our audience at home, there's an extra little clue. Right? It's time for you to decide. Richard, you can decide to start in control with the clock in the big 4 zone, or you can force your opponent to start. How do you want to play it? Will you pass or play?
I'll play.
You'll play. Okay, good luck to you. The clock stops when you hit the buzzer. It takes 9 points or more to win. Here we go. Time starts now. According to one mythology, I was the first woman on earth. I was created from land and water to make an evil being all men would desire. Richard.
Pandora.
Pandora is the correct answer. Well done. Answered in the 4 zone, which puts you on 4 points. That means, Ian, that you are playing what we call catch-up. The subject of the next question is a natural substance. Here's a clue for you watching at home. Ian, will you play or pass?
I'll play, please.
You'll play, right? Your time starts now. I'm a member of the grass family, distantly related to wheat, oats and barley. However, unlike these crops,
Corn.
is not the right answer. Richard, you have control. Your time continues now. I usually grow quite tall, sometimes as high as 130 feet. In some countries, people live in... Richard.
Sunflower.
It is not sunflower. The wrong answer. Ian, you have control. Time continues now. My delicate shoots are used in Chinese cooking, and I make excellent fishing poles. Perhaps most famous... Ian.
Bamboo.
Bamboo is the correct answer. Answered in the 3 zone, which still means, Ian, that you are playing catch-up. The subject is religion. Here's a clue for you watching at home. All right, Ian, will you play or pass?
I'll play, please.
You'll play, all right. Your time on religion starts now. I'm an important festival during which people attend church and participate in religious ceremonies. In most countries, I'm actually celebrated on Sunday. My story comes from the Bible, and Christians everywhere...
Passover?
Ian, it is not the Passover. Richard, you have control. Your time continues now. Christians everywhere celebrate me with great rejoicing.
Easter.
Richard, Easter is the correct answer. Very well done, Richard. Answered in the 3 zone, which means you're on 7 to your 3, Ian. The subject is 20th century figures. Here's an extra clue for you watching at home. Ian, will you play or pass?
I'll play.
You're going to play, Ian. All right, your time starts now. I was born in Germany in 1894. As a young man, I soon became involved in the post-World War I politics of my country.
Adolf Hitler.
It is not Adolf Hitler. Richard, you have control. I took part in the Munich Uprising of 1923. Richard.
Hess.
Hess is the correct answer. Answered in the 4 zone, which means you've 11, you've got 9, and you're today's winner. And Richard, not only have you won and two to the heat final, we'd like you to accept this memento of your achievement, which is exclusive to all winning contestants on Going for Gold. Very well done, Richard. Ian, very sorry to lose you. You played very well indeed. Don't worry, you'll be back tomorrow. Yes, the lads congratulate each other. And we'll be back again tomorrow when we hope you'll be watching us here as we're all going for gold. Bye-bye now. Well done, well done. A good game.
Produced in association with Super Channel and the BBC, Going for Gold is a Reg Grundy production.